Another example of a percentage composition. So it is some advanced level. See here, partially dried clay mineral contains 8% water, and original sample contains 12% water and 45% silica. So what is the nearly percentage of silica in the partially dried sample? So nearly percentage of silica you have to find out in partially dried percent if some water is also removed. So how to solve this problem? So to solve these problems here, so some water is removed from this one original sample. So what happened? Percentage of silica and some impurities, some impurities means some clay particles will change. So first we will write the percentage of silica, okay, and then water, and then clay. So in original how much is there? In original, if you say original silica contains silica is 45, here you can see, and water is how much? Water is 12. So left, how much? The left is 100 minus 45 plus 12, 45 plus 12. So this is nothing but the 57. So 57 means 100 minus 57, it will be 50, it will be your 40, 57, 43. So here silica is how much? 43. Now after heating, so what happened after heating? What we get? So after heating, the percentage of water change is A, but we don't know silica. We don't know, so silica will take A approximately. So this is A which is present inside the silica after heating. Okay, this is keep in mind. So how much is clay? So clay will be definitely total is 100. So 100 minus 8. So 100 minus 8. So it will be your 92. So 92 minus A will be your percentage of silica. Now we can easily find, because silica and clay, it will remains constant after heating. It will remains constant after heating. So we can take this ratio. This is question 1, this is question 2. So what happens? We will take here 45 divided by A is equal to 40. This is your how much? 43. 43 divided by 92 minus A. So we will get answer A equal to 47%. So this is the way. This is the percentage of silica present in the dried sample. So now we'll see next. A 2 gram certain mixture of silica oxide and iron oxides on very strong heating leave a residue weighing 1.96 gram. The reaction responsible for loss of weight is, so this is the reaction. So this sample contains 2 gram sample contains these two material. One is silica oxide, one Fe2O3 oxide. This is 2 present here. So what is the percentage of mass of silica in the original sample? So in the original sample, what will be your mass of silica oxide? So if we have for original samples, we have to take this reaction, because this contains of two substances, silica oxide and iron 2 oxide. So if you remove a total we know 1.96. So say here after heating, so oxygen goes out, so this will remain, and plus silica oxide remains. Silica oxide is not participate in the reaction, only Fe2O3 is participating in the reaction. So this will convert this one, so we will get weight of this and this, that is 1.96. okay, total weight is 1. So let us write this reaction. So how much weight is the Fe2O3? We have to find out. So reaction is your Fe2O3 on heating, we are getting here Fe3O4 plus oxygen. So if you balance it, so balance will be your here 3, here your 2, so it will be your 9, 8, and this will be your half is there. So if you take molar mass of this one, so this is coming here 3 into 2 into 56 plus 3 into 16. So this is the molar mass of this one, and here molar mass of oxygen is 16 gram. Okay, so now we can see here, if you take 16 gram of oxygen, so you are getting how much? So this is almost coming, this will be coming here, this is 480 gram. Okay, so Fe2O3, this will come here 56 now, 48, solve it, this is your 112 and plus 48. Okay, so 112 plus 48, 160. So 160, this will be your 480 gram. If you take 16 gram oxygen, you are getting iron oxides. This is 480 gram. Okay, so upon what happens here, we have sample is 2 gram, sample we have 2 gram. Okay, so in that sample, if you subtract 1.96 gram, okay, so we will get here 0.04 gram. So this is 4 gram is nothing but the oxygen. This is the nothing but the oxygen. So in that sample, this oxygen released out. So for 16 grams of oxygen released from 4, if you have taken 480 gram of iron oxides. So for 0.04 gram of oxygen, you will get how much? 0.04 into 480 divided by 16. So for this we require how much? 1.2 gram of iron 2 oxides. So we got iron 2 oxides. Okay, so earlier we have 1.96. Okay, this is there. So total is how much? So 1.2 is iron oxides. Okay, this is we are getting from previous. Total is your 2 gram minus 1.2. This is your sample, and in sample this is your iron 2 oxides. Okay, so we will get silica 0.8. So again we can write here percentage by mass of silica oxide is equal to 0.8 divided by 2 into 100. So you will get answer here 40%. So this is the percentage of silica in original sample. So now see next question. Next question is here. So calculate the weight of lime by heating, obtained by heating 200 kilogram of 90% pure limestone. So this is the pure limestone. So if you heat it, what you are getting limestone calcium oxide. So what will be the weight of calcium oxide if you take 200 kilogram of 90% pure limestone? So to get this one, we have to write the reaction. So you know the reaction. If you heat calcium carbonate, so we will get here calcium carbonate plus calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So this is the equation. So in this equation, we can see here, this is your 100 gram. So here we are getting how much? 56 gram. Okay, so instead of 56 grams, we have to take how much calcium carbonate is given a sample. But this 200 is impure sample, so we have to make pure sample. Pure sample means pure calcium carbonate is nothing but how much? 95 by 100 into 200 kilogram. So 200 kilograms we will get here something 0000. So it is 190 kilogram. Suppose you take here 100 kilogram, 100 gram, 56 gram. Suppose you take 190 kilogram. So you will get here 56 by 100 into 190 kilogram. So you will get answer 106.4 kilogram. So this is the weight of limes obtained by heating. So this is the weight of lime from the 200 kilogram of sample. So now next is, so we am taking all the problem based on percentage composition. So you will get the proper area of different type of problems in solving the equation. So this is a mixture of ammonium nitrate and ammonium phosphate which contain 30.4%, that is mass percent of nitrogen. So what is the mass ratio of two components in the mixture? So in mixture these two substance contains, okay, in which mass percent nitrogen is 30.4%. So you can see only mass percent given, two mixtures are given. So here we have to take ammonium nitrate NH4 NO3 and second is your NH4 whole twice HPO4. So this we have to take some X and this we have to take Y. So this is the X gram, Y gram, this is the weight they have given. And what is the percentage of nitrogen? So here percentage of nitrogen is 30.4%, both. It is a combination of both, okay. And mass ratio they are asking of these two components. So again we can write here mass percent of nitrogen is equal to, we can write here, so weight of nitrogen in X plus weight of nitrogen in Y divide by weight of X. So this is the mass percent nitrogen, total weight of the substance. So here we will get, so weight of nitrogen means how much. So here we can get 30.8%. So this is the weight X. So we how many nitrogen there? 2 nitrogens are there. Okay. So first we find it moles. The moles means here we can write X upon, so ammonium nitrate. What is the molar mass of ammonium nitrate? So molar mass of ammonium nitrate is, so 2 nitrogen 28 gram plus 4 and plus 48. So this will come for 80 gram. Similarly for ammonium phosphate, HPO4, so this is your 34 and plus 1, and here phosphate is there, so 31 plus 64. So here you will get 132 gram. So here mass is there, so X is the weight of nitrogen. So X is the weight of this substance, and total weight is 80 gram. But we need to find is the moles of the substance. So again we have to divide by the how many nitrogen. So here nitrogen is how much? 2 moles nitrogen is there. So in 1 mole contain 2 mole nitrogen. So here they write 2 mole and divide by molar mass. So mole into molar mass. So this is the weight of nitrogen. Similarly, we can write here Y upon 132. So again, how many nitrogens are? 2 into 14, and divide by here X plus Y. And this is equal to how much? What is the weight? This is the whole percentage. This is the whole percentage. So multiply by 100, and this is equal to 30.4. So on solving, if you solve it properly, so we can get X plus Y is equal to 2 upon 1, or you can say X is to Y equal to 2 is to 1. So this is our conditions. Okay, so now we'll see next. So these are the problems we always used to solve, try to solve in our practice, to do our practice. So if you do properly practice, so we can get concept of percentage composition very properly, and we can solve any type of problems which is coming in the examinations. So now we see in the preparation of iron from hematite Fe2O3 by the reaction with carbon. So this is the reaction given. Now they are asking how much 80% of pure iron could be produced from 120 kilogram of 90% of pure Fe2O3. So it is given 90% of pure Fe3 if you are taking from 120 kilogram. Okay, and then you have to produce 80% pure iron. So for this much production, how much we have to take from? This is the substance given. So 120 kilogram given, and here it can 90% pure. From that we have to get 80% pure iron. Means if the 100 gram of 80% means if you have 100 gram Fe2O3 is here, you are getting 80 gram of pure iron. Means this is 80 gram and this is your 100 gram. Okay, but it is impure sample which is 120 gram. So for 120 gram we have to find out what is the total pure Fe2O3 is present here. So first you write the equation 2 Fe2O3 plus carbon. So you will get here Fe plus CO2. So you balance it. So on balancing, okay, this comes here 4, this will come here 3 carbon, so here it is 3. So 3 CO2 is there. This is your balanced equation. So again this balanced equation. So what is the molar mass of this one? So molar mass of, we require this and we require this. Okay, so we want to find out. So 2 into 56 plus 48. This is the total weight, and here this is total mass 4 into 56 gram. Okay, so now we need to find out moles. So moles of this one Fe2O3. So how much is the moles of Fe2O3? So moles of iron in Fe2O3. Okay, how much will be there? So we'll be having, so moles of iron in Fe2O3 here. Okay, so moles of iron will be, so for this moles we are getting how much? 90% of pure Fe2O3, 120 gram. So if you take here 120 into 10 power 3, okay, this is the total weight is given, and 90% of this one. So this is your Fe2O3, and which, what is the moles of FeO3? So here we have 2 moles of Fe. We have 2 moles of Fe. So moles of Fe in Fe2O3, how much? So 2 you have multiplied 2 into 56, again divide by what is the total weight? Weight is this much, they have given 90%. Okay, so this will be your 120 into 10 to the power 3 into 90 upon 100. So this is your weight. This is weight is given, and molar mass is how much? 2 into 56 plus 48. So this is the molar mass. So weight by molar mass into moles. So we will get moles of iron Fe2O3. Okay, so this is the moles of iron. Okay, now question is, so if you are taking how much? 80 gram what? Pure iron, which pure iron we are getting from 100 gram of Fe2O3. Okay, so in Fe2O3 if you are taking this much gram, and we are obtaining how much? 80 gram pure iron. But if you take this value 2 into 56, okay, 120 into 10 power 3 into 90 upon 100 divide by 2 into 56 plus 48. Okay, so how much we require Fe2O3? So it is very easy. 100 divided by 80 into 2 into 56 multiplied by 120 into 3 into 90 upon 100 and divide by 2 into 56 plus 48. So now the question became very easy. Now we will get what is the percentage. So on solving you will get 94.5 kilogram. So this is the kilogram of Fe2 we require, from which we will get 80% of pure iron. Now next problem is that if you are taking 1.52 gram sample of sodium amalgam. Sodium amalgam is 1.52 gram. So in that sodium amalgam, so it will give you 0.108 gram of hydrogen. So when treated with excess of water, so calculate the percentage composition of amalgam. So you have given the sample. So again it is very easy. So first the percentage of amalgam means we have to find out how much sodium is there, okay, and how much mercury is there. So we have to find in terms of percentage. So how to solve it? So first we have to write the equation. So if sodium amalgam is treated in water, okay, so it will react with water. Sodium will react with the mercury cannot react. Only sodium. So they will give you sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. So you balance it. So on balancing you will get 2, this will get 2, okay, and here you will get 2 sodium, 4 hydrogen. So here you write 4 hydrogen, 2 plus 2, 4 hydrogen. Now this is balanced. So you can see here 2 mole is giving 1 mole of hydrogen, 2 mole is giving 2 mole of sodium is giving 1 mole of hydrogen. So what is the moles of hydrogen? So moles of, because we are giving 15.23 gram which contains sodium. Hydrogen we know that 0.108 gram of hydrogen. So moles of hydrogen will be 0.108. So this is your given, this quantity is given, divide by molar mass 2. So we will get here 0.54 moles. Now sodium will be how much? The moles of sodium will be, so if moles of hydrogen is 50, so for 1 mole we is getting from 2 moles of hydrogen. So again for 54 moles you will get 1.108 moles of sodium. So now we can calculate. So percentage of sodium. So percentage of sodium is moles into molar mass. So we will get here 0.108 into molar mass 23 and divide by 15.23 grams. So this is your sample weight. So again you multiply it by 100. So you will get here 16.3%. Okay. Similarly, this is your 100%. So percentage of mercury will be 100 minus 16.3. So you will get here 83.7%. So this is the percentage of mercury. So we will get 2 answer.